Hey everybody, my name's Adam, and today I was just gonna go over how to convert some of these Bootstrap templates. Here we have 6 free ones um, into a WordPress theme. So Bootstrap template to WordPress theme. Now, the reason you might want to do this is that purchasing a WordPress theme to kind of convert into either a client project or your own project, they typically start at around $50 and they only seem to go up from there when you add responsiveness and all the other features that you might really want. And some of the really nice ones can cost 150 or more. And that starts to really kind of eat into things when there's really no need if you know some simple PHP and a little bit about WordPress. And this is a valuable skill to learn, anyways. So, of these 6 themes, I figured we would convert this one. So, this one is free at startbootstrap.com. So, quickly, we're just going to take a quick look here at the live preview. So now this is what it will look like. We've got some images for a portfolio. We also have this about section, and we have a contact form. Now, for WordPress's purposes, we would probably want to be able to edit what goes on in this background, edit this text, all this stuff. Be able to upload portfolio items in the admin area without the need, for knowing any HTML coding. The about section should also be editable from the title to the text. Maybe a button down here. We can make all that be editable. And then the contact form will need to obviously work. So when somebody submits the contact form, it sends a message to that person through their email address. And then you've just got some links down here, some little extras, and the copyright. So this is going to be a pretty simple site, but it should be a good starting place for you to start getting into more and more complex theme conversions to WordPress. So we're going to get into the first step here. You're going to want to go to WordPress.org and just download a fresh copy of WordPress. We're going to go ahead and download it. It'll download the zip file right down here. Give it a few seconds. And then we're just going to go ahead and click it. Open it up in Finder. Alright, so once you've downloaded WordPress, here we're going to go ahead and take all these files and just go ahead and copy them. And then I have a fresh file that I want to paste all these in called Bootstrap to WordPress. I put this in my htdocs because we're going to be using MAMP in this video. You can use XAMPP or whatever you like to use. So just go ahead and paste all those files in. Take a couple seconds to copy over. Alright, so now we have a fresh copy of WordPress's files in our system. That does not really give us anything but our starting place. So from there, we're going to want to go ahead and start up our MAMP server. So just click Start Server. Alright, now we know that our server is up. And it sends us to the MAMP homepage. Go ahead and leave this page open, but go ahead and copy the file path. So localhost, and then we're going to say, Bootstrap to WordPress. And this is going to take us to our intro screen for how to start up WordPress. See, it changed the thing to WP and setup config. So from here, we just select English. For me, whatever language you speak, choose as such. Alright, so now we need to create a database username, database password, database host, and table prefix. So from here, we're just going to we're going to click Tools, PHP, My Admin. And from here is where we're going to create our database. So we're just going to go ahead and say databases. Database name, we'll call this just Bootstrap to WP, and go ahead and create that. Now we're going to go back to our config page and go, let's go. Alright, so first it needs that database name that we just created, and that is going to be Bootstrap to WP. Username, just go ahead and leave that as username, and then my dog, sorry about that. Root, and the username will also be root. Sorry about that. So, alright, so for database name, whatever database name you created it, the username, root, password, root. If you're doing this on a live server, these steps are going to be a little bit different, but at the end of this project, we're going to go ahead and put it up onto a live server. So don't worry about that process until the end. And for this, the prefix, I always just leave WP. But you can make it whatever you'd like. And then just go ahead and click submit. And then run the install. Okay, so now we're at the welcome screen, and we just have a little bit of information we need to give the site before we get started. You can change these things later, so don't really worry about it. So we'll just call it Bootstrap to WP. And the username, here's a tip, don't make your username admin. You thought I was going to do it, but I didn't, so I just used my name, Adam. But you can use something, just admin makes it one step easier to hack your site because they already know your username might be admin. Alright, so now just a password. We're just going to make it something simple. Alright, so very weak password, awesome. Then you're going to go ahead and put in your email address, and for the privacy's sake, typically when you're in development, it's not going to matter because we're local right now, so I just allow search engines to index the site, but typically if you're developing on a server, you don't want to do that. Alright, so from there, let's go to login. Alright, and there you go. You're up and running, but you don't really have anything going. So in the next video, I'll show you how to begin creating your custom theme, which will then convert over our WordPress site, which is this one, to our Bootstrap site to a WordPress site. Alright, so thank you for watching, and the next video will be in 1 week.